Morning, Floss Tube. It is 42 degrees and cloudy here in Lehi, Utah, and we're heading for a high of probably about 44. And it is December 23rd, 2 days before that holiday that everybody usually knows about here in the United States. Anyway, I'm Colette, the Highway Stitcher. I'm here to bring you my stitching from the highway and at home. This will be a short video today. I am involved in all of that Christmasing that a lot of us are now. I have a lot of things to get done and not a whole lot of time to get them done in. So I'm just going to give you a synopsis of my rotation this last week. I did pretty well, and from there I will probably end this video. So anyway, as you may recall from watching my videos, if you've kept up, I've been on a rotation of just a few pieces this last month or so, and been pretty happy with my progress in them. So this week, on Mondays and Fridays, I have been working on the Plantation Sampler, Canterbury Designs oldie but goodie piece from 1987. And this is what I accomplished this week on it. Been steadily working on it. And this week I finished the motif, the writing within the motif, and the whole border stitching around it, and some of the verse there. So I've been steadily working on it. This is being stitched on Lakeside Linen 32 count vintage pecan butter, and it's being stitched with a shepherd's bush conversion of the threads to a more updated 2019 update with the threads. Excuse my scratchy throat. I guess it's this dry weather. So anyway, I'm excited about that. Probably your best look on the color is about this far. It's turning out very, very nice, I think. So that's my Monday and Friday rotation. On Tuesdays and Saturdays, I have been working on trying to finish Heartsease Exemplar Delaware Inspiration. This is a piece I've been working on very intermittently for the last 6 years. I got bogged down on it, got really burned out with it, and quit working on it. But I took it up again about 6 months ago and decided that I needed to finish this and get it out. So this last week I had mentioned to you I had finished up the border and the enclosure of my name, which is right there. This week I wanted to see how I would do with the French knots and how much of it finished with the flower that I would do. So I did get finished there, as you can see, the French knots on that one side of the goldenrod that Teresa Baird is using for this Delaware piece. So anyway, I got real tired of making French knots. I know how to make French knots. After a while, I get sick of making French knots. But I plodded on so that I could get done and be on time and on schedule to get the other side done before the end of the year. So you can see there's the other goldenrod with all the French knots that need to be done. So my goal is to get that other part of that goldenrod done on the other side of this piece, so that by it saying 2019 there, it will definitely be done 2019. And boy, I'll be glad to put this piece away and be done with it. It is being stitched on 36 count Lakeside Linen Pearl Barley, and I used a DMC conversion because at the time I really did not have the money to make an investment in silks. I'm really happy with it. It's turned out really, really pretty. Teresa has some beautiful designs, and been pretty happy with this one. And her designs are really, really enjoyable to stitch. So, barring any problems, that will be done on December 31st. My Wednesday rotation piece is Needleworker's Accoutrement by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. This is the roll, the needle roll. I finished up the pincushion a couple weeks ago. And last week I had finished up just the two little birds there at the top. And just the top part of that big flower. So this Wednesday, what I accomplished was those two smaller flowers that are a little darker, and the rest of the stem and the little vase. This is being stitched on, Brenda had a kit for us at the Midwest Cross Stitching Retreat, an exclusive kit for the people who went to Midwest. And so she dyed this fabric. It's a 36 count that Brenda dyed herself in her kit, and her conversion of the threads for her own piece, her own design piece here. This has been fun to stitch, and I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to get it done. Also, I can't wait to get on to the Bargello in the bottom here, because I enjoy Bargello. I do some needlepoint, and Bargello is always fun to me. So I'll be glad to get that done to move on and finish these, fully finish these. My Thursday stitch, my fun stitch, is Emerald City by Al Forrest Designs. This is a freebie pattern that Al Forrest has on their website. I think they still have it. It's something that I definitely love. I'm a great fan of Wizard of Oz, always have been. So decided to take up this piece and work with it. There's a group of us from the Pacific Northwest that are working on this as a SAL. And so I decided I have to jump in there because I love me some Wizard of Oz. So this is being stitched on 28 count fabric flare. Fabric flare dies just on the front, not on the back. This is called Aqua. And not too much done this time. That particular day, Thursday, I had two grandkid Christmas performances that I was going to, as well as a couple other commitments I had. And so I did not get very much done on this. Last week I had finished up part one, which was actually everything here was part one except for this little bit here of this tree vine. Not sure what it is here. I think it's like a vine. That from there on over was all that was done last week. So all I did basically was this little vine and just a tiny bit of a start on Glinda, the Good Witch of the North. Love, love, love this. This is just a fun stitch for me. It's also being done, I did not mention, it's DMC, the DMC threads, but with the Aqua fabric flare, 28 count. Friday and Saturday, of course, we're redoing a plantation sampler and Delaware inspiration. That's why I was able to finish up the French knots and get more work done on the verses on plantation sampler. On Sunday, I generally try to get a little bit done on Savior's Praise, which is Shakespeare's Peddler design. It's a good Sunday stitch for me after church. And I love this design. This is being stitched on 40 count Lakeside linen bisque. And I'm using the called for DMC, not the silks in this case. And And what I accomplished this week, let's close this up a little bit, this big piece. Last week, you know, I started the basket here. Mostly did this top part with the flower. Yesterday, I got the lower part here done of these two flowers and that bird. Not a whole lot, but for Sunday, my Sunday stitching time, it wasn't bad. This is such a beautiful piece, and I do love working on it. So that's my rotation for this week, short and sweet. My plans coming for this next week, going on until the end of the year, is basically getting that goldenrod done for Delaware Inspiration. My left hand, I'm left-handed, and my left hand was really getting seized up quite a bit when I was working those French knots. And so I had to kind of space my time. I did an hour of stitching of the French knots, and then I moved on and did some house cleaning, and then I moved back and did some more French knots. So by the time I was done with that one goldenrod on the side, my hands really hurt a lot. So I'm going to spread it out, hopefully do an hour or two each day until I get the other goldenrod done, and cross it off my list as an FO, thank goodness. And at the end of the week, probably on the 30th, I'm going to try to pull out my whips, which I have quite a few of, and go through Whip Parade for you to give you an idea of what I did for Stitch Mania, and also the eclectic group of whips that I do have. I did get one item of haul in, my monthly Color and Cotton floss from Crazy Annie's, so I thought I would show those to you before I sign off. I get the Primitives and the Brights. This is Forest, so I'm showing you the Primitives first. This is Mojave. This one is Cardamom. Cardamom? I don't know how you say that. All I know is I love cardamom in cookies. Oh, I have a friend who makes cookies with cardamom in them. They are so good. I wait for every February when he makes cookies for us at our lace events. This is Almond Latte. And this is Pale Ochre. And the Brights I received this month, oh, they're so pretty. I love them. I want to use them in projects. This is Mermaid's Folly. These are all showing up pretty true. If you look closer at the Mermaid's Folly, you can see a little bit of the green in there with the blue. It's just beautiful. This is Parlor. I love that shading. Kind of the maroon, lighter and darker. This one's really pretty too. Bumblebee with shades of gold. And that's a little harder to see, but when you turn it around, you can kind of see the darker shades there and the lighter. This one I really like. It's quite dark and light, but I really like it. It's called Bargello. You can see the dark there, medium and light. And this is Limeade. Again, a good shading of greens and lights, light aquas. Really, really looks like kind of a limeade color. Beautiful colors this month. I'm kind of stopping my flosses and fabrics of the month this coming year. My plan is to every year with my stash of money every month, I'm going to probably pick a linen that I like, either off of Etsy or also I would like to get some more lakeside linen in my stash too. So pick one or two a month, and then I will show those as sort of my created linen of the month, and kind of get off my flosses and linens of the month, because I've gone through most of them in the last 6 years. Most of the ones I wanted, except for one which, due to some issues, people have not been too happy with this particular company, so I decided to hold off and not get anything from them. I will not name any names, but I decided that due to the fact that they were the only other company I wanted to get linen from, fabric from, that I've decided that I'm going to do my own linen of the month. And I'll show you that as I go through the year. And anyway, that should be kind of fun and a different thing to do. I'm also hoping to get into one of the one of the bi-monthly stitching clubs too. So that's kind of my plan for this coming year. Anyway, I'm going to end this, make this short and sweet, and let you all get to your mini Christmas duties, Christmas fun, things that you're going to do this Christmas season. And I just want to wish you all an opportunity to enjoy the season. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Have happy season, holiday season, in however you tend to celebrate it. Remember, there's people out there that are in need, or also need some uplifting in their lives. And please go out of your comfort zone and show that love and smiles and kindness to others around you this holiday season. I know in my life that has really uplifted me at times of trial that I've been through in my life. And that's why at the end of my videos I generally say, remember the beauty around you, the beauty that's all there for you to see. Beauty in the highway as you travel, and the beauty at home. Beauty within us and the beauty without in our beautiful country that we live in. And also those of you who live in other countries, the beauty in your country. Remember that beauty. Take it, embrace it, be grateful for it. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas. And we'll see you all before the end of the year with my whip parade. Happy holidays to all of you, and love you all. Bye-bye.